5 forest encounters that became risky.
Sergei Sokolovsky is a guy who loves the outdoors. His content focuses on spending long periods of time in the wilderness, building shelters, surviving, and camping through the night. He's a very experienced outdoorsman who recognizes most of the sounds you hear in the woods and knows how to stay safe in remote places.
Right.
But on this particular night, he encountered something that left him feeling pretty unsettled. It was going to be a very cold night, and he decided that there was no better way to spend it than on a camping trip deep in the woods.
Yeah, great. Oh, that just sounds like heaven, mate. I'd rather be in my bed with a Shake Shack. But sure.
Всем привет, друзья! Сегодня выбрался в одиночный поход с ночевкой. Выбрался, конечно, поздновато, но ничего страшного.
Just in case people can't read the subtitles. With an overnight stay, I set out a bit... Oh, too many words.
Уже прошло некоторое количество километров, и думаю, пора искать место под ночевку. Ночью передают температуру -7, поэтому ночевка будет экстремальная.
He basically said if you can't read it, Alpha G is a pro survivalist, so he's trying to be like him, so he's attempting a night in the forest.
Дело у костра ночевать, а другое дело в палатке холодной. Поэтому не знаю, как пройдет ночевка.
I know many of you guys watch that 8'9" giant all day, but I'm only 5'4", so I think this will be a really tough challenge for me.
Не экстремально, но спальник у меня вроде бы теплый, хотя в такую
I haven't seen any spiders yet, and the weather looks okay.
погоду -7 я еще и в нем не ночевал. В общем, тоже протестим спальник. Короче, буду сейчас искать местечко под ночевку. В принципе, вот этот лес, он тоже нормально. Тут есть и сухие дрова, и место довольно просторное. Но я хочу еще немного пройтись дальше вглубь, посмотреть, что там за лес, и может где-нибудь там.
He likes to go deep. Don't we all?
Если будет хорошее местечко, расположить лагерь. Либо же обратно сюда вернуться. Ну, в общем, посмотрим.
After hiking for a while, he eventually found a good spot to set up camp in a comfortable clearing surrounded by dense forest.
В общем-то, принял решение расположиться тут. Дальше никуда не идти, потому что тут такая более уютная полянка, более такой лес плотный, молодняк. Нормально, если кто-то будет ночью ко мне пробираться, то я в любом случае услышу.
Wait, does Russia have Bigfoots?
В общем-то, нормально. Есть место, где поставить также палатку. Снега тут не особо много. В общем-то, нормально. Да и дров тут тоже.
Oh, Siberian Yeti, maybe.
Там по дороге видел много сушин.
He began setting up his tent, and once that was done, he went to gather some firewood so he could get a fire going and make himself something to eat.
Okay,
but as the food cooked and the temperature dropped minute by minute, the daylight slowly began to disappear, leaving him alone in a very dark forest. The food was finally ready, and he sat down by the fire to eat. But while he was doing that, something started happening that managed to make even him panic.
No Uber Eats?
Кто-то кричит. Кто это? Кто это?
Hell no.
Офигеть.
Someone could be getting murdered. Someone could be getting murdered.
Я не знаю. На телефон было слышно или нет. Это, наверное...
He says it's probably a fox.
Не знаю, впервые такой звук слышу.
Oh yeah, don't worry, buddy. You're well hidden. Let's hope it's not a serial killer.
Не знаю, было ли слышно на телефон. Я не успел камеру достать. Хорошо, хоть на телефоне что-то записал. Когда вот слышишь подобные крики, звуки, то всегда в лесу становится не по себе прям. Я впервые слышал крик лисы.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's just no way on this planet I would ever camp by myself. If I'm going camping in a forest, I need at least 259 people, right? I need 258 people that I can use as bait first. Because, like, yo, he could just get snatched, bro. Like, it's so dark around him, and he's sticking out like a sore thumb with a fire. Not a chance, bro.
Когда-то я узнавал, как кричит лиса, и она плюс-минус вот так же и кричит. Это прям не лай косули, а именно такой крик, ё-моё, как будто женский. Прям офигеть. Он сначала ко мне этот крик приближался, а потом начал отдаляться. Все произошло настолько быстро, что я даже не успел это нормально заснять. Я сразу на телефон снимал, потом хотел на фотоаппарат снять, потому что микрофон тут получше. И как-то так получилось, что не особо и получилось. Но я офигел, реально прям офигел.
He said that he had never heard a sound like that in the woods before, and coming from someone who spends more time in the wilderness than most people ever will, that says a lot. His first assumption...
Yeah, he would recognize if it's a fox. It genuinely could be someone getting murdered, which is terrifying.
...was that it was a fox, and to be honest, that was my first thought too. But what confused him was how much it sounded like a woman in distress.
Yeah.
Almost as if someone was being attacked somewhere in the darkness.
It could be.
Костер горит. На часах у нас уже...
See, how does this not terrify you? You're in a tent, right? You don't know who's out there. Like, bro, they could be, you could wake up and they could be like 50 cult members, all naked, sticking their sticks into your tent. Not their penises, like actual spears, bro. Right? Like, nah. Like, it sounds like a good night. Trust me, it's not.
Где-то, где-то, уже 3 часа. Я немного поспал, но сейчас я проснулся от того, что холодно. То есть холодно не в самом спальнике,
а холодно
от земли. Я подстелил куртку, было нормально, но все равно холод от земли отдает.
No way could I do that.
Как в спине холодно. Не знаю, что буду делать.
I'd never be able to sleep.
He decided to stay close to the tent, not wanting to go out and investigate. He threw some more wood onto the fire and eventually climbed into the tent. But even then, the temperature was too uncomfortable for him to get much sleep. He made it through the night, but he couldn't stop thinking about what he had heard.
Bro.
Personally, I'm leaning toward the fox explanation. But many people in the comments pointed out that foxes usually sound different, and that this was far too similar to a woman.
Yo, that sounds like a woman screaming. And it fully could be.
Screaming. Some even speculated that it could have been a woman who had been abducted and brought deep into the forest. Of course.
Then again, we're assuming it's a woman. I've heard men scream like that, right? You guys see my horror games. It could be a man as well screaming. We don't know the gender, but it's somebody screaming.
Of course, there's absolutely no evidence that this was the case. So let's just hope it really was a fox and nothing more. And that neither he nor anyone else was actually in danger.
You've heard me scream like that? Yeah, when I scream, I do get very high pitch.
That night. And remember, this was an experienced outdoorsman. Just imagine hearing something like that during your very first night, camping alone in the forest. Tell me, what do you think it was?
I think it's a person screaming, 100%. 100%.
This next video comes from India and was captured around October 13th, 2025 in Balhud village, deep within the buffer zones of Madhya Pradesh Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve.
I was gonna say it's a tiger. Anytime I see a clip about India, it's always a tiger, bro. Always. Like, I don't know how many tigers India has, but I swear at this point, they've got more tigers than people. Right? I've seen more tigers than Indians, right? And there's 1.2 billion of them. That's a lot of tigers.
Had been building for days. A tiger had been slipping out of the forest and into the open fields near the village. It had been spotted prowling dangerously close to homes, and in places like these, news...
This is an animal you do not want to come near. hell? I'm scared of my mum's cats. Sometimes they get aggressive. Never mind a tiger, bro.
Spreads quickly. Naturally, the villagers began growing uneasy. For forest officials, a tiger wandering this close to people meant one thing. It needed
Just ignore it, chat. Just ignore it.
to be located quickly and carefully. So they turned to an old and trusted method, elephants. But why elephants? They're trained, steady-footed, and guided by experienced mahouts, and these elephants can go where vehicles simply can't, pushing deep into dense vegetation to find exactly where the tiger is hiding. While searching for the animal,
only in India, bro. Just ignore it, chat. Only in India are you gonna go hunting for tigers on elephants.
one of the elephants noticed movement inside the thick bushes. Not long after one of the men started recording, this happened.
Oh! Hell no! Hell
In an instant,
no!
the tiger exploded out of its hiding place and lunged straight at the elephant. The camera captured the chaos that followed. Shouts of alarm, the elephant recoiling from the sudden attack,
oh my
and
God.
then quickly turning and retreating to safety. Fortunately, the mahouts walked away unharmed. But it's safe to say that this could have ended very differently. Even though they suspected the tiger was somewhere nearby, they clearly weren't expecting it to attack.
That's a big
Just
tiger.
goes to show that encountering an animal like that in the wild is not something you ever want to experience. In this case, there were several people and trained elephants nearby to help if things went wrong. Now, imagine facing something like that completely alone.
Nah. Yo, bro, if I was being chased by a tiger, I'm finding the biggest cliff I can find. Nah, actually, I'm like 8'1", bro. I'm drop kicking the tiger. But like, if I was a normal, average-sized person, human, I'm finding a cliff and I'm jumping. I'm just running and jumping.
Salong Se Naga is a channel from India where the creator loves exploring different places and often camps in some of the most remote locations imaginable. He usually shares the history and backstories of the places he visits, which makes his content very entertaining to watch. But in this particular video, he and his group stumbled upon something that was genuinely strange, especially for someone seeing it for the first time. The group had gone on a hike deep into a dense forest in Nagaland, but what started as a simple forest exploration quickly turned into a discovery that left all of them feeling unsettled.
Let me guess, another tiger. Wait, are guns illegal in India? Or like, are they hunters? See, this will put me on edge, bro.
नहीं होगा भाई चल के आ रहा है थोड़ा थकान महसूस हो रहा है इसलिए थोड़ा रेस्ट कर रहा है हम लोग भी और नदी का सहारा लेना पड़ रहा है क्योंकि जंगल पूरा घना हो गया तो पूरा नदी उठ के जाना पड़ेगा हम लोग अभी भी कम से कम आधा घंटा 1 घंटा जैसा तो लगेगा तो देखते हैं और कितना आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा तो पूरा जंगल काट के
Yo, I keep thinking like a tiger's gonna jump over the bush and just attack.
जा रहा है देखिए नदी का सहारा लेना पड़ रहा है
The forest was so dense that they had to cut their way through it, clearing bushes and vegetation in front of them with machetes just to keep moving forward. Being in such a remote area, they were also carrying firearms for protection in case they encountered dangerous wildlife. After a long hike, they eventually reached a river, and from that point on, the terrain became much easier to navigate since they no longer had to cut through thick vegetation with every step. Eventually, they started feeling hungry, so they decided to stop near the river to eat something. But while they were resting, they noticed something high up on the mountain nearby, something that immediately caught their attention and left them fascinated.
100% tiger.
Oh, यहाँ पर.
Oh, a beehive. I thought this was like very terrifying encounters. I get a beehive down in Birmingham.
Honeybee का घोंसला है. Honeybee का घोंसला.
But how are we meant to see a beehive from up there? From down here, bro? Mate, I've got bad eyesight as it is. Like, you're asking for a lot here, buddy.
शायद ऊपर में भी है. लेकिन यहाँ से दिखाई नहीं दे रहा.
Where's the beehive? What do you mean, killer bees? What, they got different bees to us? They got different bees? What, the India bees kill? Wait, what? We have killer bees? I ain't got killer bees. What? What on earth is a killer bee? Oh, there's a lot.
They launched a drone
God.
to get a closer look at the beehives, which turned out to be absolutely massive. While flying the drone, they also noticed a path that seemed much more traveled than anything else around it. Considering how deep they were in the forest, this immediately caught their attention. Curious to find out where it led, they decided there was only one thing to do. They followed it all the way to the top of the mountain.
Wait, so a killer bee, if it stings you, you're dead? Do you know how many bees there are and how many times they sting? Wouldn't the whole human race, like, disappear? If you're allergic? Well, yeah, you could die to anything if you're allergic. We don't call nuts killer nuts. Do we? That's it. That's how much for the prime. I'm asking if is there a difference between UK bees and killer bees? Like, what makes them different? You could be allergic to anything. They're just more dangerous. They'll attack you in swarms of thousands. Oh, so like 1,000. Oh, they're just more aggressive. Like killer bees are more aggressive. Like, you're more likely to have thousands of killer bees chasing you to stab you up than like a British bee that's just flying about the gaff. Right.
Oh.
So these guys have decided to go up to the killer bees. Oh my God.
मतलब आदमी लोग आने जाना करते रहता है यहाँ पर. नीचे में तो इतना अंधेरा था यहाँ पर. ओह, ये है तो. Oh.
Yo, this is terrifying. You're in the wild of India, bro. Like, yo, like anything could be roaming. They have crazy wild animals in India.
Oh, bhai. These things.
Are they the bee nests? Beehives?
अंदर का नज़ारा दिखा देता हूँ. यहाँ पर. बहुत साफ है.
It's very clean in there. You can thank Susan. She comes every week. Unfortunately, Susan's no longer with us. You know, the bees, they'd get her, right? But she was keeping the place clean. Main shed. Maybe there's something inside from here. Let me show you. Okay.
Main shed शायद यहाँ से अंदर घुसे. दिखाता हूँ. हमारा लाइट वगैरह ठीक ठाक करके. पहला ये ऊपर का नज़ारा दिखा देता.
It's cool though.
मेमोरी, अपना मेमोरी पूरा लिख के रखा हुआ है. बहुत आदमी विजिट किया हुआ है यहाँ.
They eventually arrived at a creepy old cave with all sorts of names and sentences written across the walls. They had no idea what this place was, but despite that, they continued moving deeper and deeper inside.
Oh, great. Now these jungle explorers turn into cave explorers in a matter of seconds. Now they're going to be going through tight gaps and get lost. Oh, this is terrifying now. Yeah, I don't like this.
But then, as they ventured deeper inside, they stumbled upon something they never expected to find, and suddenly the whole place became a lot creepier.
What?
Take a look.
Is it gonna be a body? What is it? What but they look like human bones. Is that Susan? Jeez! It is humans. What the Oh my god, is that one of those acid tanks where they acid the body? It's in like a tank, it's in like a bucket. Maybe maybe this stone fell from above and broke. I thought it said the person did. Oh my god, there's a lot. There's actually a lot and they're all stuff in like buckets.
The cave was scattered with human bones, and of course, stumbling upon something like that in the middle.
Would I take a skull with me? Yeah, call me Ed Gein, bro. I'm just gonna take a skull and just drink my morning coffee from it every morning. No, I'm not even touching the goddamn thing. I'm out of it.
Middle of nowhere is enough to terrify anyone. Your first thought would probably be that you found
John dies so much for the 500 bit did.
A place where a criminal had been dumping bodies.
Maybe.
Fortunately, that wasn't the case. After leaving the cave, they met some people from a nearby village who explained the real story behind the remains. According to them, the skeletons dated back to the 17th and 18th centuries and belonged to their ancestors.
What?
They explained that when someone died in the village, the body would first be left to dry inside the home. Once fully dried, the bones would be placed into clay pots and carried up into the mountain caves using ropes.
Dried, you mean rot away to just bone? Wait. They would leave the bodies to rot to bone in their homes? So you're on a date. You're on a date. Dates came to your house. What's that smell? Don't worry about it. Granddad passed 2 weeks ago. He's just chilling in the corner. Don't mind him. Bro, what?
Ropes and ladders to reach them. It may sound creepy to us, but it was simply part of their tradition, and because of that, it isn't really our place to judge it. Still, let's be honest. If you were a stranger walking into that cave without knowing any of the history behind it,
creepy.
Seeing human bones scattered everywhere would be absolutely terrifying. Fortunately, it turned out to be nothing more than an ancestral ossuary. Xander Budnick is a man who creates survival videos, spending days, or sometimes even weeks, in all kinds of remote and interesting locations. His videos are incredibly relaxing to watch, and you can learn a lot from him because he's a very experienced outdoorsman who knows how to hunt, build shelters, make fire, and much more. He often—
Wait, hold up. So he's a very experienced survivalist, yet he don't know how to sew up his trousers? I don't know if I'm going to trust him. I don't know. I feel like that would be the first thing you would do, right? Sew up your trousers, right? You could get caught or something. You could be walking on a stroll and something could have, like, grab it.
Fire and much more. He often titles his videos things like 5 days, 7 days,
That's
or
designed like
even
that?
30 days in a particular location. And when you spend that much time alone in one place, unwanted attention sometimes comes with it. In this particular video, he set out on a 5-day solo survival trip with no food, water, shelter, or fire, planning to figure everything out as he went along.
Yo, that is gorgeous though, the scenery.
I'm in the coastal rainforest of the Pacific Northwest. Over the next 5 days, I hope to fish and forage my way to sustenance as I beat off the nasty rains that inhabit this region. I'm out here for a handful of nights surviving up the land with the limited tools I have here in my bag. What I don't have is any kind of fire starter, any kind of shelter, any kind of water, or any kind of food. 4 things you need in order to survive.
Well, good luck.
Though this is a brand new environment for me, and with that comes brand new challenges. And as I've learned, there's more to this place than meets the eye. I'll tell you guys all about that a little later, but for now, let's find.
So he's got to do a survival mission, and he's got nothing to survive. He's purely relying on his survival skills. And you know what? Fair play. I would watch it. I'd watch it. That is true survival.
A nice place to call home.
I wouldn't do it, but
He then began walking through the forest in search of a good location, somewhere that would not only work as a campsite, but also help keep him safe from any animals that might wander too close during the night.
Wait, I missed that. Did he say he was going to beat off? Jeez. Well, that might be a survival technique. I don't know. I'm not a survivalist.
Once he found a suitable spot, he laid out the equipment he had brought with him on the ground to show the audience exactly what he would be working with during the trip.
Okay.
Just quickly show you everything I brought. Over here, we got a bit of camera gear, drone. This is a whole bunch of backup batteries.
Yo, so bros brought the whole entire Game of Thrones camera equipment setup, but he didn't bring a goddamn McDonald's cheeseburger. Nice.
Over here, we got a bit of camera gear, drone. This is a whole bunch of backup batteries. People ask me how I get power. It's a whole ton of these. This is first aid and emergency kit. I got a bit of clothing. Here's rain gear. Here is thermals and a sweater, sunglasses, little bug hoodie. Don't know if I need that. And a puffer jacket. Next we got bear spray, bear horn. We got a headlamp, little emergency beacon, some fishing line, hooks, bit of wire for fishing.
Okay.
Saw, machete, knife, small pot, paracord, life straw. This is a cheap life straw, so hopefully it helps me not get giardia. And the 2 luxury items I brought, instant coffee. I always bring it, no calories in that. Caffeine is wonderful. And I also brought a sleeping bag.
Bro bought no food but coffee. Have you got water? No. Coffee? Yeah.
Obviously, I got this wool blanket here, which is quite a small wool blanket for me. Barely covers me. It'll keep me slightly warm, but the nights out here are actually quite cold. And with just the wool blanket, I'd have to keep a fire going all night. And if I have to do that for 5 days, it's a ton of energy. And I decided last minute I'm going to bring a sleeping bag and save that energy to film and procure food.
Yo, I kinda like this guy though, because whenever I see anything survival, I'm always like, well, this is half survival, isn't it? Like, you might be on an island, but you've goddamn brought the whole entire buffet of your local goddamn all you can eat. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? This guy is true survival, bro. He came out here with just with some coffee granules.
Over the next couple of days, he managed to build himself a pretty cozy shelter. He even found some scrap metal that had been left behind there years earlier and decided to use it as a makeshift cooking surface.
Hey, where's he got
He
that from?
survived on mushrooms and various edible plants he found around the forest. But
he's gonna get high. Oh, he's got caffeine and magic mushrooms. We know what kind of 5 days he's going to be having.
Eventually, he started craving something a little more substantial. So he decided to try catching some fish. However, while scouting the area near the lake, he spotted a bear not too far away, making fishing there a very bad idea. Thankfully, after a while, the bear moved on and
just fight the bear for his fish.
Xander decided to give it a try.
Alright, good luck, buddy.
Oh.
You got it?
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, no. No.
Why ain't he got an actual fishing rod? Why has he got like a...
Oh, I had one. I've been getting a few bites, but honestly, I think the bait's just terrible. I don't really have many options right now. The shellfish are the only thing that's around. Maybe they like slug as much as I do. I don't know.
He didn't catch anything.
Wait, he was using slug as bait? Oh, God. He could just become French and eat the slugs. I suppose they do it.
And by this point, he was extremely hungry. After days of surviving on very little food, he barely had anything left in his system. Unfortunately, that hunger pushed him into making a very serious mistake, one that almost went completely wrong.
Yo, I could never do this, man. I hate being hungry. I always have to be eating, man. Always. Always. If I'm slightly hungry, I go... It stresses me out. Stresses me out. Like, I need cram food down my throat.
Blackbear's right there, but it looks like it's getting some food, so I'm going to try to kind of sneak below him and see if I can fish. But
oh my God, I thought he was going to fight the bear.
That might be a bad call. I don't think it's very territorial, so could be all right.
So he's fishing near the bear. Next to the bear.
Alright, the bear's looking over here.
Why are you in my swamp?
Okay.
You're on his turf, bro. You're taking his food. You're taking his food.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, are bears very territorial when it comes to their food? They're like this bear probably fishes here. So would the bear be fuming and he's fishing there?
I had a fish, but the bear's giving me a stern look like this is his territory, not mine.
Oh my God, you're so close to him.
Spend the day hungry and not mauled by a bear.
He's walking off.
He
grab
did
the fish.
eventually catch a fish, but this time he just couldn't retrieve it because the bear was watching him, almost as if it was saying, "Try to take it, and you're dead." Xander decided to back away because at that particular moment,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If all I've been eating for days is plants, and I've actually caught a fish, I'll look at to the bear. Try me, bitch. I'm hungry. Try me. I'd fight the goddamn bear. You telling me all I've ate is plants? I'm eating that fish.
didn't have the energy to deal with a bear encounter after days of barely eating. Fortunately, it was his last day in the forest. He went to sleep hungry, and the following morning a boat arrived to pick him up and take him out of there.
Bro, so you did a whole survival week and didn't eat? You didn't eat? You just had plants?
This video is a great reminder
You just tortured yourself.
of why it's so important to secure food while you still have the energy to do so. As hunger sets in, people become more likely to make desperate decisions and mistakes that can end up costing them their lives. Xander took a risk, but he also knew when to walk away from that fish.
Oh, he actually had the fish in his hand and threw it. Wait, would the bear have attacked if he carried on holding the fish and left with the fish? Would the bear see the fish in his hand and like decide if he's going to attack for the fish or not? Oh, the bear would attack him for the fish. Yo.
experience.
Can't you just like pretend to throw it in the pond and then like sneak it into your pocket, or are they smart? Would the bear know? Like, could I fool it? Like, be like, you know, like with dogs when you throw the ball but you pretend, like, whoop, put it in. Oh, they would just smell it. Oh.
Played a huge role in that decision. Still, there's no doubt that he found himself in a very difficult situation, and that luck was also on his side that day.
Yeah, I think I'd be dead in this situation, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it.
This video comes from a page called Beckler89, whose owner found himself in a pretty scary situation. He was out running in Fish Creek with his dog, Cooper. At one point during the run, Cooper stopped to sniff something, so the uploader took the opportunity to stop for a moment and check his phone.
Okay.
But when he looked back up,
He's gotta be a body, 100%.
He saw something that made his heart sink. A coyote was stalking them from the bushes less than 10 steps away.
Never mind.
The worst part, it appeared to be focused on Cooper, which is extremely unusual behavior for a coyote. Take a look.
Wait, I thought that's normal. Coyotes attack dogs.
Get out of here! Hey! Hey! No! Get out of here! Hey! Get out of here! Get going! Get going! Hey! Go!
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm with my dog, I'm having that coyote in a headlock. 100%.
Come on! Get out of here! Hey!
Oh, do they normally only attack small dogs?
Get out of here! Ha! Let's go!
Yo, you're walking closer to it. You was at yo, call me crazy, right? Was he not at a good distance there to keep walking away?
Come on! Let's go! Ha!
He keeps going to it. Oh, you have to keep scaring her away. You cannot turn your back on a coyote.
The uploader immediately started yelling in an attempt to scare it away, but the coyote didn't even flinch. There was no one else around, and as it continued...
The coyote didn't even flinch. It shit itself, mate. It flinch? It ran a mile.
But the coyote didn't even flinch.
What do you mean it didn't flinch?
There was no one else around, and as it continued moving toward Cooper, he decided to activate his smart glasses so that if an attack happened, everything would be recorded. That was incredibly strange behavior for a coyote. It was unusually bold and seemed completely undeterred by the yelling. It almost looked like it really wanted to get to Cooper.
Oh, wait. See, I don't know coyote behavior. Is that very abnormal for a coyote? Do they normally scare easily? Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's rabid. It's got rabies. Probably got rabies. It's probably a crazy one. Crazy coyote.
No matter how many times he tried to scare it away, the coyote kept coming back. Later, the uploader said that he wasn't sure whether the animal was behaving in a predatory way or if it was simply being territorial.
They usually
Some
scare
people in the comments were genuinely worried for Cooper, while others felt that the man was overreacting. Personally, I think the coyote may have had pups nearby and simply wanted the man and the dog to leave the area, but at the same time, it really did seem focused on Cooper. So honestly, I don't know exactly what was happening there. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You should never try a man with his dog or anyone with their dog. Honestly, I actually think even if an elephant came for my dog, I would have the elephant on the floor in a headlock. Don't know how. It would just happen.
Was the man overreacting, or was his concern justified?
Don't play around with the dogs, man. Not our pups. Good vid. Good vid.